So I know a lot of people saw recently that Fresh and Fit got demonetized from YouTube, meaning that they're no longer making any money off of that platform, and that was really their main stream of income. A lot of people were saying that Fresh and Fit are dead. You guys saw Myron crying. He actually like broke down into tears. When he was talking about it. I don't know if you saw that, Alan.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts on the situation? You think it's over for Fresh and Fit? What do you think it is?
I think that, there's a lot of points to bring up, right? I think that in the red pills community, in the red pill community, Fresh and Fit was definitely top three. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, yeah.
The problem is that Myron knows exactly why, his channel was banned. His channel was banned because he was, you know, he was calling other Black creators monkeys, okay, number one. And he brought out like a white tarp and put it over his head.
Pause right. This nigga right here is funny. He's funny, this nigga.
I don't condone this N-word.
What the fuck? Stop!
All that stuff has nothing to do with self-improvement. And one of the things in the video was like, man, they don't want you to get this message about male self-improvement. And it was disingenuous the way that he framed it, because he framed it that they demonetize them because they don't want, guys learning. But there's 100 other self-improvement. It's them because they did all this extra stuff. They brought Nick Fuentes on 100 times. They brought a bunch of other people that believe bad ideas on. But what do you think about it?
I just don't think it matters. I don't think it makes any difference like whether or not they're monetized or not, because although that's like their main like source of income today and that's what they've been relying on, I think this is going to give the opportunities for Kick to slide in there and offer them 50 million. Like today's age right now, when you get canceled, you go to another platform that gives you a huge deal and it kind of works out for you. So whether they go and they get that Rumble deal or they get that Kick deal, I think they're more likely to go to Rumble, but I think there's more money in Kick. But I think that they're going to stay loyal to the Rumble fan base or to the Rumble platform because Rumble supported them earlier on and were part of it. But yeah, either way, though, I just think they're fine. And I just don't think that there's no need to cry. Andrew Tate almost had the right to cry. Like he was like literally pulled off of everything. Like he couldn't use his bank app. He couldn't use Uber. Like he couldn't, and he still found a way out and didn't need to do that. And it's like they're still not even pulled down though. Like Steve will do it, had it way worse. Steve will do it, bro.
Channel deleted, right?
Oh, he's not even allowed to show his face on YouTube with like Nelk or any of them. He's not allowed to show his face with Nelk.
What he kind of fell off though, right?
And that's more of an example though of like really being thrown off of a platform, because it's like they don't want him having a second channel. They don't want him being on the Nelk. They don't want his face featured on anything on YouTube. And that's the main place that we go to, So like, the best advice for Fresh and Fit right now is like, keep that shit low key on YouTube and do your craziest stuff on Rumble and these other platforms.
Yeah, and I think it's very like important to pick and choose your battles. And not only that, but be very careful. Once you build a platform and this is the way you pay your bills, and this is how you, if the real goal is to feed your family and be successful, and the real goal is to help people and like help men, right? That's like the framing. If that's the real goal, why would you throw it all away or even risk it for these little, shenanigans that are A, not even funny at all, B, they're not they don't self-improve, they're not aligned with your mission in general. So why risk it all for these little fucking bullshit, Nick Fuentes putting on a KKK hoodie? Like why would you risk it? Like why would you throw it all away for that? Like I don't know.
Do you feel like it's over in any way, bro?
I think it's over. because YouTube it's the number one platform. Like YouTube has like millions of people searching every hour.
Yep.
Rumble does not.
Exactly, which is why it's 10 times worse for Steve. That was my point. Because their clips get to remain on YouTube, I think that they can still go get a huge deal from like Kick, like Aiden Ross. He does his main stream, but then he has the clips on there and he still gets to keep his name relevant. Where it went bad
Mm.
for Steve is that he
He
went to
can't
the
even show his
platform,
face on YouTube.
like he can't use
Yeah.
the relevant platform to be in those algorithms like we're talking about, because YouTube is an
Mhm.
important place to be on those algorithms, and they're moving
Yeah.
towards their step. Once they get removed from YouTube, then I would say
It's over.
I think now
Yeah.
start crying, Myron. but, but right now I don't think it's there. Just but normally the progression of YouTube, which is scary, is once they do demonetize your channel, I do feel like the next step does become like getting pulled down. But my biggest point that I just thought of is, bro, Full Send has never been monetized. They haven't been monetized in like 7 years or something like that. You know, like, and they are like $100 million empire right now. So learn from them. learn.
You can, yeah, that actually is really good. You might go into that a little bit.
Yeah, you know, like I think the easiest thing to do right now, because like these streams are throwing out money. So yeah, go and do that. But you know, they also built a really good business model without even needing to use these streaming platforms to pay them directly. They said, okay, we built a college audience of fucking senders who love to drink and have fun. And we're going to build a whole brand around this. So they went and they got Happy Dad, similar to Logan Paul and Prime, and finding holes in industries and what their audience aligns with. Happy Dad was genius. You know, it was a genius thing. Like every frat boy wanted to be part of drinking that drink. So, you know, for Fresh and Fit, go work on your business model. Go figure out what other products that you can sell. Alex Jones generated $1 billion with no like bro's on infowars.com. He's not even on like a streaming platform. Like he had to build his own website. He was so canceled, you know, and he still made $1 billion. So there is a world where this is over, and there's a world where it's not over. You know,
Absolutely. Actually, now I'm changing my position because of that. Because you're absolutely right. You're right. That was a good point. Nelk Boys has never been monetized.
yeah,
Nelk Boys was never monetized ever since the beginning. They said
yeah,
that. I think Kyle said that they made like $1,000 from YouTube once.
right.
Like that was it. And that's what Fresh and Fit should do. If Fresh and Fit take a look at their business model and think of, because you're right, it has to be relevant to your brand.
Mm-hmm.
Nelk Boys sold alcohol.
Right.
They didn't sell Nelk Boys Bible. They didn't sell like merch, or they did sell merch, but they didn't sell something like super basic. Their biggest brand was the alcohol because it was aligned with their brand. If Fresh and Fit, I think Myron actually wrote a book, and the book is, I think it's like Why Women Deserve Less. Have you seen it? So good. It is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
And it's a
Well,
whole book like talking about like female psychology and like why they don't want a good guy and why they actually want the alpha. Like they want the alpha that's gonna like put them in their place, whatever. It's a good book. But you're right. They need to figure out some products that align with their brand, and they need to use YouTube as the sole marketing way to shoot that brand in front of all their audience and make money from it. And the brand can actually surpass them. So like, what if they
yeah.
create some sort of brand that is like Happy Dad? Because a lot of people, Happy Dad has probably surpassed Nelk at this point, the brand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean, you know, especially for people that are like into content creation or those type of things, you know, I work with some of the biggest influencers and we sell millions of dollars worth of product, you know, a lot of them in the fitness industry, like Fresh and Fit, you know, they can go and create a fitness product. And by the way, the people that I work with, legitimately, they make like, you know, 1,000, 2,000 some people $5,000 a month off YouTube, but we generate hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s a month off of our direct product sales, our funnels, our different things like that. So Fresh and Fit could go and sell a fitness program right now. They could go and do boot camps for men on becoming alphas and charge $5,000 for a
I think they
40.
do.
I mean, I don't know what they have with the courses. I've never really heard them promote it. I also don't listen to Fresh and Fit like every day. But I think that a course would be perfect for them, and I think that it would work just as well. I don't think books really work that well because they're so low ticket. They're like $19 books. Maybe they're like $30. If you're actually doing physical copies, you have the cost of the print of the book, the shipment of the book. Where money comes from with books is from it solidifies your name, and then you get speaking deals, or you use the book to sell a product. So like throughout the book, you're selling a high ticket product, and you're using that book to funnel them to where you actually want them to go, because then you can spend $20 on a Facebook ad, you lose $5, the book sold for 20, but then 20% of them took a $20,000 product that absolutely changes like their life, like a manosphere type product. So
Mm.
either way, there's a lot of different things that they could do. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Go make an alcohol, go make anything, but don't worry about it too hard. And yeah.
I mean, yeah, they have like two courses. I remember seeing them. Fresh has like a Hustlers University actually. So it's a private, or no, it's a war room. You know, the war room where you
Yeah.
pay and it's just like a Discord of a bunch of people like talking, but it's all like high value guys that are all like, making some good money. So eventually you network in there. It's like a networking group. So they got those little things going around, but you're right that they don't promote it. Now they need to really promote that. They need to make that the number one thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have like they don't actually have a sales funnel system, right? Like they don't have a free offer and then they like text their because they get 70,000, live viewers at a time.
Right. Like, do they
But
even have like a real email list? Like, I'm sure
nope.
that they might have a little email list down in their YouTube description, but I want to hear them be like, guys, we're doing a huge giveaway. I'm giving away my book completely for free, which I just put out. And for the next 5 days, it's completely free. Go crazy, promote it hard, get 200,000 people to sign up for your email list. Okay, you at least have your own IP, your own data, because right now if YouTube deletes you, those subscribers that you have, they're dust. But when you can build an email list of 1 million people, 500,000
Yep.
people, and they're getting the viewership that they could totally build that type of numbers very quickly without even using paid advertisement. The point is that there's so many solutions to this situation, and even Steve will do it, who, like you said, is now fallen off. He announced recently that he just got a $500,000 a month deal for just a few posts a month, and he said it's super easy, super whatever. Bro's okay.
Yeah.
Bro's
Yeah.
okay. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. They got to find out, they need to go all in on their funnels. So they need to set up the email list, set up the text, collect those phone numbers so that they can follow up with all the 70,000. They have like 1.5 million subscribers. They need all those subscribers to sign up for the phone list and the
And
email
on
list.
top of that, dog, they have everyone loves Fresh and Fit in the Red Pill community, bro. If they hit up Sneeko and was like, bro, can you promote this email list for me for a week? Like we'll put you on Fresh and Fit like a bunch of times. We'll do this, we'll do that, bro. They could have Tate promoting it. Tate would be like, the Matrix has came after my friends. Like, go and subscribe to their email list before it's too late. Like, they could have everyone doing that and gain.
Yeah, exactly. And now it's time where your back is against the wall. You have to start thinking smart. You have to start thinking of these other ways that really you should have been doing that before.
Yeah.
But maybe they were so focused on sometimes you're so focused on growing the subscribers and the
Yeah.
numbers and the views that you forget about other key aspects of your business. They need to think of all that thing. They clean up their sales funnel, follow up. They need to get all their fucking subscribers on a list, and they need to actually have like a better product to sell them. So a book, you're right, a book is not going to be, but I think um Myron wrote the book for the thing you're saying, publicity, or like to name recognition, and
Yeah, there's
just kind of like
nothing wrong with
clean
it.
up their image.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong
He
with it.
didn't do it. He didn't do it to make money. I think he did it for like the status of like, hey, I have a book on the boat. What I wrote
Yeah.
a book. But yeah, they need to find another product that is really key on their brand. I'm trying to think of like what a good product would
I
be.
mean, bro, I know that you're saying that they have like boot camps and stuff. Like, I don't think that, like, if you're saying that they have all of that, I don't think they need a new product. I think they just need to use the product better. You know, they need to promote it, they need to do it right, and those type of things. But now, I would be a fucking asshole and a loser if I sat here and I just like bashed them, you know, for not building those aspects of their business. Yes, they should have, but you know, there is a balance, you know, like they came into the world and they dominated the world of content and they made themselves extremely famous. Some people build up their business really well, but they don't have very many eyes, but they have a very good business model that works, but they're not known. No one knows who this billionaire guy is, and he's all alone. You know what I mean? Like, like in
Yeah,
the
I'm not bashing them. I'm saying this is the
right.
time where they need to like
Yeah,
they need to switch their focus to clean that aspect
yeah,
up, because it's gonna
yeah.
help
No,
them.
yeah. I think that this is like the kick in their ass to do it, and I think that this could be the best thing to ever happen to them ever if they play their cards right.
That's crazy.
What did you think of Myron crying? Like some people, you know, if he
Super
was,
corny. Did Steve will do it cry? Did Tate
I think
cry?
Steve will
No,
do
I
it to
mean,
cry. I think
you
Steve will
think
do it sad in his room.
in private,
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
front of the camera. You know what it
Right.
is to turn, bro, when this camera is rolling, I'm conscious of things that I say, and like, you
Yeah,
know, I would never ever cry in front of a camera. You
yeah.
see, fast forward a couple of years, some shit happens and I'm crying. I hope they don't clip that, but yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like we said, we talked about it. We talked about it. We laid out a couple solutions, because that's at the end of the day, you always got to try to at least talk. If we're gonna talk about the problems going on with them, we can at least, you know, it's good to brainstorm the actual solutions, because then, you know, we're not just negative over here. We're trying to insert some positive, but
They either need me, Alex Hermosi,
you should hit him up, bro. You should hit
or
Myron up.
Andrew
Myron's
Tate.
a fitness guy. Making a course with Myron would, you wanted to make a course with fucking Sneeko, bro.
Bro.
Listen, that's out. That nobody is Sneeko. Sneeko don't got this, man. Okay, sorry. No, but seriously, Sneeko, nobody's taking fitness advice from Sneeko, bro. But Myron is fucking swole.
I think,
They
100%. People would take advice from both. They just have millions of followers. People are gonna follow.
Myron's selling more.
Right,
Make a
right.
course for both. Make
Yeah,
a course for both, and Myron's selling
yeah, yeah.
double.
It could work. No, all I'm saying though is like 100% it works for both. But like, do I think it works more for Myron because he has the military thing? Like, people love buying shit when you're like, I used to be a fucking Navy SEAL for 8 years. People are like, yo, this dude's hardcore, man. I gotta buy that product. You know, like when it comes to fitness, especially,
Yeah.
he might have a
Well,
fitness.
and his brand is fit. His brand is, he
That's
was the
true.
fitness,
Yeah.
he was the fitness guy, and he always tells people how to like get in shape and
Yeah.
shit.
I'm sure he does have a fitness program. I'm sure he does
It's
have.
not as good as what you could fucking do.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's
but bro,
already filmed and you could fucking
yeah,
you could be like, hey, you already have all this shit filmed. Let me take over, and
yeah.
I promise you I'll double your sales in a
Well,
month or whatever.
here's what confuses me, and this is like I think the last thing that I'll say is that because we only have 1 minute left, is
Mm.
that is that I'm kind of like shocked at the lack of utilization of all of their friends and all of their followers. Like they bring people on there that are worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. Andrew Tate, who has the perfect funnels. I bet Andrew Tate has one of the most solid teams. And then he also brings on Brandon Carter. People don't know this, but Brandon Carter is a real G and he knows how to build real funnels and make real money. That dude easily has generated 40, 50, 60 million dollars like through his online products. And there's so many people like that that they're integrated with that I'm so shocked that they're not just like, I don't know. doing something.
raking in, yeah, millions. I
Yeah,
don't know. Brandon Carter, wasn't he one of the OGs in the fitness
yeah,
stuff?
yeah. OG of fitness, and now he just sells like high ticket courses on how to do like business courses and stuff like that.